Welcome to Corrections Mama 27. So this video is another video about Officer Manar. Manar was a good guy. He did his walks, he did his checks, he did stuff by the book. I had respect for him because he did do things by the book, and oftentimes when you do, you get a lot of flack, not only from inmates, but also from officers, and even sometimes from administration. Even though they know you're doing your job, when you do your job and inmates complain, they tend to make more work for the supervisors. So anyway, Manar was a very practical guy. He smoked like a chimney. He smoked a lot. And I just didn't understand sometimes the type of guy he was, because he smoked a lot, but then he tried to be like healthy. So he would bring like a salad to work. Seems to me, if you're smoking, a chain smoker, and you're constantly smoking all the time, it kind of negates a lot of the healthy habits you're trying to adapt. Seems to me like maybe you should stop smoking first and then work towards, other healthier habits. I don't know. That's just me. But he smoked a lot. So he was, like, you never saw this guy without a cigarette in his hand, unless he was indoors or something doing a walk. But, so one day he came into work and he had this big old salad. He was probably working a double shift, and he had this giant bottle of, Italian dressing. And they were I think he took the dressing out of its original container and put it in like, one of those plastic condiment things that's clear. So he had like this giant bottle of it, and they're like, "What did you bring all this for? Why don't you just bring like a little thing? What is this anyway?" And he's like, "It's salad dressing. It's my salad dressing for my salad." And they're like, "Okay, so why are you bringing like so much?" And he's like, "Because I use it to oil the locks." They're like, "What?" He's like, "I use it to stick in the locks and oil the locks. If you guys aren't going to maintain the locks, then I'm going to try to at least oil it, because sometimes I can't get my keys to open up doors and things to work, and it sticks. And it's terrible that nobody maintains these locks properly. So I just take my salad dressing, I put it on my salad, eat my lunch, and I put it in my pocket, and I take it with me on my walks. And when I need a door open, I just squirt the salad dressing in the lock." You what? So you're oiling the lock with your salad dressing? Well, yeah, pretty much. Okay, I don't think we're allowed to do that. That's like a maintenance thing, and that's key control issue. Like, you're not supposed to do that. Besides, is there vinegar and stuff in there that might have an effect on the locks? Could it like corrode them with the vinegar? And what if you have like Italian seasonings and salts and other lemon and stuff that they put in the salad dressing too? I'm pretty sure it wasn't his homemade salad dressing. But it clearly was salad dressing, because you could see it had oil in it. You could see it had spices in it. It was clearly salad dressing. And he goes, "Well, I was just at work one day, and I was having troubles with a couple of the locks, and I was eating my salad, and I realized, hey, this salad dressing has oil in it. Maybe I should oil the lock and the key, the lock where the key goes for the doors, and that would help me get in and out of the doors I need to get in and out of." Really crazy. But on the other hand, was that genius? Was that really smart? I don't know if it really worked for him. He seemed to think it did help. So that's another funny story about Manar. They did always kind of give him a hard time, and I liked him and respected him because he was honest, and he did his job and got a lot of flack for that, which I could respect, because I was the same way about, not about the salad dressing and stuff like that, but I was the same way about doing my walks and about making sure I can actually see the inmates in the runs. And the inmates did not like that, and they would go off on you trying to discourage you from doing your job so they could do whatever it is that they want to do, I guess. So anyway, everyone like thought, a lot of people would say, oh, Menard, he's weird, or he's this or he's that. And you know what? So what? I don't mind if people are weird. He did have a different way of thinking and a different way of doing things. But, you know, he was kind of entertaining. And I liked it that he at least had some moral character. And at least he was honest. And at least you knew what you were getting when you were working with him. So I never really minded working with him. I didn't work with him all the time, but I did talk to him and see him on the tram. We did work on same units together. And this guy he was a workhorse, man. He did a lot of overtime. And I really just don't think the department appreciated him and gave him kudos where kudos was due. And honestly, he was being honest, because they really didn't maintain the locks for those skeleton keys in the doors. They did not maintain them very good. And there was a lot of problems with the doors and the locks later on down the road that had nothing to do with Menard. But, you know, there was a lot of issues, maintenance issues and things like that. And it was mainly because there wasn't enough people to do the job. So, you know, so that's the story about Menard. And, you know, keep being weird, Menard, because it's entertaining. It entertained me, and I'm sure it entertained others. I know when you would just say his name, people would start smile and smirking or laughing, and it was just because we all kind of knew that he was a little different, but we liked him. He wasn't a bad guy. So anyway, if you know somebody like that at your job that's kind of a little weird, don't be too hard on them. Let them be weird and sit back and enjoy the show, right? Thanks for watching, and please share, like, and comment on these videos. I appreciate it. And subscribe.